When you live in the woods, you can guarantee that encounters with strange creatures are going to be a daily occurrence. From the most outlandish insects to invasive flatworms, my backyard is full of incredible surprises. But there's one bizarre amphibian that has constantly eluded me. A creature that up until now, I've only ever found by surprise. That creature is the narrow-mouthed toad. Its name is not entirely accurate. The narrow-mouthed toad is in fact a species of hyalid frog, meaning it's more closely related to a tree frog than an actual toad. Unlike cricket frogs, which are another ground-dwelling hyalid species, narrow-mouths are incredibly shy, preferring to live underneath debris during the warm hours of the day. Finding such a small amphibian underneath all the debris laying in my yard might seem like searching for a needle in a haystack. However, I have one advantage that'll help me in my search. The reason that the narrow-mouthed toad is compared to North America's version of the poison dart frog is because of their diet. Just like the poison dart frogs of Central and South America, the narrow-mouthed toad eats ants and uses their toxins to fortify the mucus that lines its skin. While most amphibians have a slightly toxic slime on their skin, the narrow-mouthed toad is significantly more harmful than many of the native species that call the East Coast home. Given that carpenter ants have been incredibly common this summer, my bet is that the narrow-mouthed toad population has increased as well, so it's only a matter of time before we flip the right log and find ourselves a toad. During my exploration this summer, almost every log that I flipped resulted in carpenter ants. When you're searching for various creatures, ants are usually the last thing you want to find. These social insects truly embody the idea that there's strength in numbers. And combined with their biting jaws and venomous stings, most animals that find their way into a carpenter ant nest will be swiftly overwhelmed and destroyed. One exception to the rule is the narrow-mouthed toad. Ants are their primary food source, and these frogs have actually evolved immunity to ant venom. I was hoping that the prevalence of ants would lead to a swift and easy narrow-mouthed toad catch. However, these toads once again proved to be a lot more elusive than I had hoped. Not to worry, I still have one last trick up my sleeve to catch our target species. Can you hear that? That bizarre sound is the call of the narrow-mouthed toad. As elusive as these guys are, once they reveal their location with this unmistakable call, the vast majority of my work is done for me. Recently, I heard one of these toads calling from this junk pile near the yard where we keep our dogs, and conveniently where I found a copperhead snake a few weeks back. But narrow-mouthed toads are actually something that's high up on the copperhead snake's menu here in central North Carolina. So finding a snake and then hearing a narrow-mouthed toad call is likely not coincidental. Once again, I'm gonna have to dig through these bricks, watching out for more copperheads, and see if a narrow-mouthed toad is lurking nearby. You have to look in the holes in these bricks too, because sometimes they'll hide in the holes. There's an interesting looking beetle. Have a look at him. Let's see if I can get him. Let's see if I can find that beetle again. There he is. Come here. Hi, buddy. Look at this guy. Look at how cool he is. Got some jaws on him. Might be a tiger beetle of some kind. Yeah, it's a tiger beetle of some kind. Look at that. Now this guy's actually a tiger beetle, now that I can actually see him. And these guys have some really impressive jaws. All in all, these guys, I don't see these very often. There's actually a species out here that flies. They almost look like a wasp or something, and I can never catch those. But these ground-dwelling tiger beetles have these really cool iridescent sheen to them. But the biggest thing about them is these super impressive jaws. You would not want to be bitten by one of these guys. See, the one problem with flipping in here is it's super inefficient. Each brick could have something cool underneath it, even if it's not our target little toad. And there's so many bricks that it's so hard to see which ones you should move, or if you just move all of them.
Nothing there. Nothing there. Another problem with this is there's so many pine needles. So many pine needles, you can't quite see what's all in here. Let's see. What is this? Golf clubs? Why are there golf clubs over here? And they're like, ugh. The whole, like, all kinds of junk over here. What the? Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a toad. That's a toad. Did you see that? That was a toad. They move so incredibly fast. I think it escaped. I can't find it anywhere. Let's see what's under here. Worms. There's a brick. Nothing under that brick. This brick. Worms. Alright, what about underneath? This. Now we're getting into potential snake territory again. A lot of wood and junk. Snakes would love to hide under this. Let's see. What is this? Nothing. Nothing. Might have been a nest of some kind. Oh, wait, I think I saw a toad. Hold on. I think I saw one. This'll move. Let's see, I saw something move. In there, it was a little stubby thing. I'm still being careful because I don't know what's all underneath here. Yes! Yes, there's the toad. You can see it right there. It's a little fat one. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, crap. Oh, he's underneath this little light. Or wheel. Come here. Got him. Alright, now this is the eastern narrow-mouthed toad, which is essentially the US's version of the poison dart frog. Now, you can kind of see this toad has an orange back. Now, it's not super bright coloration, but it is almost a form of aposematic coloration. That orange is telling you, don't eat me, I taste bad. But not only does this guy taste bad, the slime on this guy's skin is actually an irritant. So, handling any amphibian, you want to wash your hands afterwards, but this guy is the one you want to definitely wash your hands after handling, because this guy can make you sick, make your eyes burn, all kinds of nasty stuff like that, because these guys are actually fairly toxic.
What an absolutely incredible encounter. I am definitely going to want to wash my hands before I touch my face or eat anything, but finding a narrow-mouthed toad in my backyard is something that I won't soon forget. If you like Can I Catch It, check out the link on your screen. I hope to see you there, but until next time, don't forget to get outside and find your own adventure.